Hello everybody, my name is Chris and you're watching the Crazy Volucris. And today we are playing Dungeon Universalis. And if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the like button, and if you ring the bell, I go crazy. As we reached the governor's palace, we saw a long line of bored petitioners stretching out into the street. "We are not going to stand in line here," Kronk grumbled. I glared at him and walked past the line, straight to the guards at the entrance. "Wait! What do you think you are? Go to the end of the queue!" "Your master better decide to see us soon," I hissed at the guard. "We have a document with us that can prove the message from Norkfall by Lord Buchter." The guards looked at each other questioningly and became visibly nervous. Wait here. I will present the request." After a short while, the guard reappeared and we were let in. "Sebastian has only a short time for you, but he wants to see the document." So we were led into a magnificent room with a huge desk where we were greeted by Sebastian, who was flanked by 4 guards. "I received the message from Lord Buchter. He seems to have a great confidence in you to carry out this task. Let me see the document." After a quick glance, he called for a messenger. "Here, take this to the king as soon as possible. Go on." With a dismissive wave of his hand, he shooed the young man out of the room. "And now to you. Since you have the confidence of Lord Buchter and are a stranger here, I may have a task for you. I'm going to meet with a couple of nobles of Alania who, well, let's say we don't always agree. In any case, there will be another meeting today to discuss further political matters. These includes, of course, the rich mineral resources and mines, but I fear that a conspiracy is afoot and that my life is at stake. My best guards will be posted at the entrance, of course, but I would feel much safer if you were with me in case anything strange happened." I looked around. They both nodded at me, and so we had a mission. Later that day, we were taken to a house and placed on the 2nd floor where the meeting was taking place. A number of nobles were talking to Sir Bokian. They were chatting about trade agreements, boundary disputes, and property titles. The conversation was very calm. No one was abusive or insulting. Yet I did not trust the peace. All those presents were obviously unarmed when they entered the house. Besides, on this floor of the building, there are particularly only counselors, a few servants and cooks, and a few guards. The rest of the soldiers guard the entrance and the upper floor. There could be a murderer among the servants, or among the advisors, or even among the nobles. So far, we have not noticed anything suspicious. No weapons has been drawn, and no one else is behaving particularly suspiciously. Perhaps Sir Bokian has been mistaken. That would be fine with us. The payment was separate. I was laughing inwardly at the easy money when we are suddenly stalled. Hello, and now here is the setup. We got the assassins, which will be armed with, or they wear leather armor, and they are armed with a short sword. They don't have the 2 daggers, like stated in the mission briefing, and one guy got a composite bow. That's this guy. So the next thing is they got poisonous weapons, which stated also in the mission briefing. They got the skill ambush, which means they got +1 initiative roll, so just like Sly does. So it's the same. They got the skill stealth, which means they can ignore once per turn a melee range, which will be very Very deadly, I guess. And they got a deadly blow, lethal blow, which means lethal blow, yeah. When they roll a critical, they reduce the target's armor by 1. However, they not get an extra die. Another special thing for this mission is when we use fortune, for every fortune we use, one of the assassins, which will be selected randomly, will get another action. So that's also not that nice. And we got here 1, 2, 3 assassins armed with a short sword and 1 with a composite bow. And here we got 2 guards, which will armed with a leather armor, a broadsword, and a shield. And here we got our noble, and he acts like a civilian with a improvised weapon, which hopefully will save his skin. And we got Joffrey, our new human mercenary, which is armed with a bastard sword and a dagger and a chainmail. And this is Joffrey. He starts over here. The first thing, what we're gonna do, we have to roll initiative with this assassin. So he got +1. And we have to reposition because I want Sly to do this. Okay. Ah yeah, and the doors considered to be open. So there's no closed doors. I left the doors away because of the line of sight, and maybe I will remove the columns as well. I got the markers beneath. They look good, but it's better to see something. So well, now we roll for initiative. So we are both +1, so they even out. Oh no, I can't believe this. Okay, so I have to spend a mana, even if they got another active action, because I will be caught by surprise with this roll, and this is not, no, I can't do this. So I got an 11 and they got a 6. So we got the first turn, which will be very, very crucial, even if they got another activation or another action. So we're gonna roll who's got 2 actions. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we roll a 1d8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, of course, he got it. Yeah, that's great. So I will mark this with a fortune point, which we just used. So I know that this guy got 2 actions. Okay, so we won the initiative, and I have to check if we can catch them by surprise. Well, in the setup there is, well, we caught them by surprise, which is a little bit funny. Maybe they haven't tried to, you know, they're just preparing. So I will turn them away in this direction, and I will turn him like this. Oh no, I leave him like this, and he will be like that. So first of all, I will start with Joffrey. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack the assassin from behind. So maybe I have to move the camera that you can have a better angle. So here, Joffrey attacks this assassin from behind. He is wielding a bastard sword, so he can choose to reduce the armor by 1. In this case, his strength and his fight will be reduced 1 point. So he got normally a fight of 4 and a strength of 4, so it would be 3-3. And well, no, I will not do it. So he's attacking normally with his bastard sword. So it's 4, and the assassin got from behind a 4 as well. Oh, and this is a hit with a critical. So that's a good start. So he got strength 4. He got +2 for the bastard sword and +1 for the critical. So now we got 7 damage die. And he got a leather armor, so he got every 4 is a wound. And this will kill the assassin. This is really a good start. Oh yeah, I have to, just forgot, this is turn 1 for the heroes. Okay, next I will activate Xiodulus, and he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking this way, and he will cast his brand new spell, Death Arrow, which will reduce the target's armor by 1. So he uses 1 mana, making a casting roll. He needs only a 4 because he's a reckless wizard. Oh, and that's a hit with a critical. So normally that's a 5 damage die. So that's 6 damage die, and normally he got an armor of 4, but with his spell he got only 3. So every 3 is a hit. That is really, really good. So that's also 4 wounds, which will kill this assassin. Well, I don't know what I'm rolling. You know, this is ridiculous and ridiculous and cool. Next up, I will activate Kronk. I will just remove this column that you can better see, and he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will attack this assassin with a composite bow from behind. This assassin is attacked from behind, and he's unarmed because he got the bow. So he has a fight of 3. And Kronk will use his Rage Warhammer. He will attack normally. So he got a fight of 5, and the guy from behind and unarmed got a fight of 3. So Kronk got a +2. Ooh, but this one is really good defended. This is really unfortunate. Oh well. Do I spend a fortune? Yeah, I do. So I spend a fortune. We will see who's gonna get this one, and I let re-roll the die from the or do I completely? I'll make a complete re-roll. And this is way better. So this is now a critical hit. And this means that this guy is stunned. And I got 7 damage die. He got normally an armor 4, but the hammer reduces to a 3, so every 3 is a wound. Which will kill the assassin. And I have to check who's gonna get the second action. So that's 1, 2. Or that's just only 1. So he got the second action. Oh, this will be a very short mission. Yeah, then Sly is gonna activate, and I guess he's gonna run. Yeah, I guess he's gonna run. Okay, so he got. or here, just waiting for the assassin. So that's it, and he's guarding this entrance. This was our first. No, we are not ready. So we got the soldiers as well. So this guy is running. He got his full movement, but they are called to protect the noble. So they don't risk their life. They're just protecting their master, and that's it for the heroes. And now the assassins got this first turn. So this guy, well, I don't know what you're gonna do. So you got a movement of 6. Oh yeah, I miscalculated that. So he can attack Sly, but I learned that he got a -1 because he got kind of cover. So with the first attack, he's attacking with his short sword, and normally you got a fight of 5, so you got a fight of 4, and Kronk got a fight of 3. So he got +1 basically. So that's a 7, but Kronk defended, and he gets his second attack. And this is also a miss. And now we are gonna have round 2 for the heroes. Well, you know, I start with Kronk. He goes 1, 2, 3. He just goes here and he attacks the last assassin with a normal attack. So he got a fight of 4 and the assassin got a fight of 5. So basically the assassin got a +1. But this is not defended. It's 6 damage die, and you got a natural armor of 3 with a leather armor 4, but Kronk reduces by 1. So we got 6 damage die. And every 3 is a hit, so that's 5 wounds, which will kill the assassin. Guys, I'm really sorry, that was record time, but we did it. And before we finish the quest, of course, well, it's just one mana point. Yeah, well, why not? I just use recovering mana with 4d6 as usual. Every one is a wound. So he just received 1 mana back, that's it. And we can search the corpses. I think we are allowed to do this. So that's 4. It's only 1 coin. Let's see what happens. So everybody got 1 XP, and the hero who killed the most assassins got 1 extra XP. In this case, it is Kronk. So he got 2 XP, and every other guy got 1 XP, which will bring Kronk to 4 XP, Sly and Xiodulus to 1 XP. It was over before it started. It was obvious that we had been through a lot together. When the last assassin had been cut down by Kronk and the nobles had slowly recovered from their shock, Sebastian spoke. I don't know who hired these assassins, or if the guilty one or someone working for him is in this room. In any case, this affects my trust in all of you. My king, Bucipian, will not tolerate it. You know that we have agreed to share the exploitations of some mines, but from now on, perhaps quietly, that relationship will end. In fact, we will introduce a new tax for those who wish to trade in our city. Sir Bochian disdainfully turns his back on all those present and order you to accompany him outside, along with his soldiers. As we were led outside, I grabbed one of the assassin's weapons and rubbed it in my robe for later examinations. "I will forever thank you for your help and success in protecting me. Here is your well-deserved reward." With these words, he handed us 30 coins. We showed Sir Borkian the strange weapon from the assassin, and he took us to Blackya, one of his old counselors in the royal palace. He examined the weapon through his thick glasses. I would not have been surprised if this murderer had been hired by the governor of Verneck, or one of the most influential families in the city. They are growing in power and probably think they can destabilize Bible this way. But the origin of this weapon makes me doubt it. There are markings that only a master of dark magic could produce. They are words that allude to creatures of the underworld. Demons. They looked at me. That's right. This murderer could be serving the underworld wizard who lives in the nearby hills. It would not be unreasonable. We have suffered his curse for years, and we have not yet found his lair. But there are not too many areas left to search in the region. The old counselor looked me straight in the eye.